Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by Achara Kirk.
Hi there.
We're continuing on with Wandavision, Season 1, Episode 2 now. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a 5-minute cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed a maximum of 5 minutes picture-in-picture, and so sometimes the reaction window will disappear from time to time. So it won't be exactly 5 minutes, but it's a maximum of 5 minutes that we're allowed to show of the Wandavision show. If you want to see the entire reaction uncut without interruption, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Jaby Koay. But you will need a Disney Plus subscription of your own so that you can open up the show in an adjacent window to our reaction. We give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown sync along with a timer to make it easier to get synced up with us. Nice and easy. All right, so if you're watching this on Patreon already, thanks so much for joining us. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and bell icon, all notifications. Here we go. Separate beds.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What do you see?
Only your lovely rose bushes.
You have absolutely no reason to be frightened. No!
It's just the wind.
Ooh.
Get the light.
So cute. Oh, it's like Bewitched.
Yep. That was it one show I forgot to mention.
It's all right, I mentioned it.
Right, but I mean in the last discussion. I wonder if this is at all going to be because she grew up watching these shows.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Like it's just a happy place.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the Cabinet of Mysteries.
Oh, that's my cue.
Watch closely. Make my captivating assistant glamour disappear. Abracadabra!
You notice how the symbol on the door looks like a stone?
You know, a little worried
Emanating
that the
light.
audience might just see through.
See?
Darling,
Looks like a stone.
the talent show
emanating light.
fundraiser. I want us to fit in.
Uh-oh. That was like a really interesting little shot. Oh.
Color!
What could it be? Yeah, it kind of is like Pleasantville, huh?
Or Truman Show.
Yeah. It's like her memories or something.
Yeah. Helicopter. I'm trying to remember what that might be
Yeah.
in reference to.
The symbol.
Look, it's
There.
the star of the show.
Are you ready to meet Queen Cul-de-sac and her merry homemakers?
Agnes, Cody can't be as bad as you say.
You get in with Dottie, and it'll be smooth sailing from here on out.
As we speak, they've given the gazebo a fresh coat of paint.
As you all know, the talent show is the sole fundraiser for Westview Elementary.
Say, those pants are peachy keen.
Do you really think so? A little less cross chatter and a little more focus. So, I want you all to give yourselves a big hand at the appropriate time, of course.
Pardon me, is this a neighborhood watch meeting?
Hiya, Vision. Didn't expect to see you here.
Care for a stick of Big Red?
Oh, well, my understanding is that it's purely for mastication.
Oh, no, I don't do that.
Well, when in Westview, cheers.
Who knew you were such a funny guy?
We actually thought you were serious.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
It's gonna mess with his internal components.
I've heard things about you and your husband.
Well, I don't know what you have been told, but I assure you I don't mean anyone any harm.
I don't believe you. Who is that?
Wanda. Who's doing this to you, Wanda? Wanda. What?
They say a man is never fully dressed without two important accessories: his special lady and his strucker.
From Stark Industries? No.
Strucker. He'll make time for
Hydra.
Oh, shit.
What time is it now?
2 minutes after the last time you asked.
I don't know where he could be.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, it looks like he's got a little hitch in his giddy up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What is going on?
You are.
I give you Wanda and Vision.
Hello, Westview! It's me. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I am Clamor. Loris.
See there? He's using a rope.
Staggering feet of strength.
Allow me.
That was my grandmother's piano.
Observe it. I will now make my wife disappear. No. Abracadabra.
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
I have no idea. I've been feeling weirdy all day.
Okay.
That really gummed up my works, didn't it?
Now let's get out of here before Dottie and the planning committee string us up for ruining the show.
You two. Nothing like what you two just did up here has ever happened in the history of our talent show. That was the most hilarious act we've ever seen. Wouldn't you all agree? I would like to award you with the inaugural comedy performance of the year. Thank
It wasn't so hard to fit in after all.
And all we had to do was be ourselves.
Well, with a few modifications.
Or wonder.
What?
What?
Is this really happening?
Yes, my lord. If it's that damn tree again, I am going to...
I don't see anything.
What is that?
Yeah, what is it?
Wonder.
What the heck?
No. Is this really happening?
Yes, my lord.
What? Oh dear.
What?
Color television.
Oh, so what's the next episode gonna look like?
Who's doing the sea, Wanda? Wanda.
This is a slow burn, huh?
Yeah.
To get to the answers of what's going on here.
Because they started out in the 50s, right? Because the previous episode looked more like I Love Lucy and just like the style of the clothing and all that, and the comedy felt more like the 50s. And then this is 60s with Bewitched style.
Is that when that came out? The 60s?
I'm
Okay.
assuming so. I mean, I don't know exactly, but just judging by the fashion in this, it
Sure.
looks like the 60s.
Okay, gotcha.
And so I have a feeling that they'll be cycling through the decades. So if we got 60s episode 2, then it'll be 70s and 80s, 90s.
Gotcha.
And then 2000s. So
You
like
think they're
I
going to
guess
keep up this TV show episodic sort of, this, what do you call it, sitcom sort of arrangement? Vibe the whole time? The whole series?
It'll be interesting to see if they do, but like I want to know why. Like
Right.
the
Well, I'm
point.
sure that that's going to get answered with time.
Yeah,
It sort of just keeps you hanging, wondering, almost like Lost, or something like that, a mystery show of some kind.
It's kind of exciting because and I feel like the show is doing to us what the world is doing to Wanda
yeah.
and Vision, because
Wanda.
or Wanda.
What she's going
I guess
through.
what she's going through, because like every time she sees something weird and she starts to kind of get pulled out of the world, then something happens to kind of pull her back into it, and then you kind of forget about it for a while. And I noticed that happening to myself because I'd be all like, oh, wow, oh, she found this weird helicopter and there's that symbol again, and like looking for clues and stuff like that. But then immediately afterwards, they go straight back into, here's the fun little comedy world, and isn't it so cute? Isn't this sitcom just so delightful? And then I get really pulled back into that story, and like just everyone's performances are so good. It's like really fun, and it's just so cute. And then I just I'm not thinking about that sinister thing that just happened just, minutes earlier, and then it comes back again. And I think that's just so cool how they're doing that to her and to us at the same time.
Yeah, it's quite interesting taking their magical powers and implementing it in this sort of universe, this sort of world, with these conundrums and mishaps and whatnot, and making the situational humor feel very much like shows from that era.
Yeah.
I want to echo something I said in the previous reaction, which is I just wish that for the purposes of really immersing you in this era, television era, that they really were as faithful as possible to the style of that era. Because like you have these shots where this is all technical stuff, and it's minute, and for most people I think it doesn't matter. For someone like myself who pays attention to those fine details, it matters quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like you have these shots, the way they're arranged, for instance. I was thinking about it while I'm watching the show, and I have time to consider that because I'm used to things that are much more fast-paced. And so I'm able to watch this, have my enjoyment factor, but also think about like what else could they have done differently while I'm watching it. And one thing is just the way things are staged. And I was thinking about how they could have executed that in the 50s or 60s. Like how would you have arranged the staging of it all in order to accommodate this 3-camera setup that you generally have with a set or something, right? It's not arranged like that. It's arranged like a modern scene and shot like a modern scene. The only difference is it's black and white and you got a laugh track, and the dialogue is of that era, right? But just in terms of the way it's shot, it feels more modern, and I wish that they had made it feel more, what's the word I'm looking for, contemporary?
Yeah.
Or yeah, like back then. That's the only complaint I really have. As far as the slow reveal goes, like I have no actual complaints about the show yet, as far as story goes, because I have to watch the whole thing in order to know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
It's as far as it goes, it's like it's interesting. It's giving me chuckles.
It's intriguing for sure.
And for the younger audience, I think that this is. I would love to know what parents with their children are experiencing when they watch something like this, because kids are going to be like, "Why is it like this?" And parents are going to get to explain, like, "This is how shows used to be."
Yeah.
And so kids get this opportunity to sort of see what shows used to be like through subsequent decades. And starting from the 50s and moving forward. I think that's kind of cool for the younger generation to sort of get a rewind look at all that while taking us through this sci-fi adventure through Wanda's dream or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm imagining that this is something like Jacob's Ladder, where she's stuck in a coma or something, and so someone keeps saying, Wanda, who's doing this to you, right?
Yeah.
And it almost makes me think about situations like Jack Bauer trying to revive someone just for that key information.
Right.
Yeah. So who knows what's actually going on with her.
Well,
but this is very much like Jacob's Ladder or something like that, or Truman Show.
If it's something like she has PTSD or something, because it seems like every time she's on the cusp of some discovery, like right at the end when that guy in the suit comes out and he's like surrounded by bees or something, and there's the symbol on his suit, which is the same symbol that we've seen come up again and again throughout the episodes. She's just like, nope, immediately rewind to the happy place. It's like she doesn't want to go.
She's in denial.
She's in denial. Like she doesn't want to go to that, sad, distressing place.
It's a different experience, I will say, because being used to shows like Luke Cage and Daredevil and Jessica Jones and all that stuff, they generally move along, and each episode is part of the greater story. It's tying it into the next episode and the next episode. It's all one. It's like one long movie, right? Yeah. Whereas this genuinely feels episodic, where what happened in episode 1 isn't necessarily going to be meaningful in episode 2. It's like you get these clues, right? But it's not like this big picture movie like Daredevil or Luke Cage or Jessica Jones or 24 or any, you know, episodic show. It's like you're going to get little things here and there, but you're really experiencing an episodic thing where what's going on in this episode? Oh, what's the conundrum in this episode?
Right.
You know, in the first episode, it was the miscommunication. What do you call it? Comedy of errors. In this episode, it was another comedy of errors, but like he got drunk off of gum.
Yeah.
Because it messed up his system and whatnot.
And they just kind of like scrape by.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is to impress this lady.
Yeah.
And somehow, impossibly, they do it. It's cute. Are you fine with it continuing at this exact pace of revelation for the rest of the season? Because for me, I feel like I would like this to pick up a little bit more. Like, I want to open up this crack, you know, whatever, to what's actually going on here. Now I'm starting to like get antsy and really want to know.
Well, I think, you know, so far we've watched 2 episodes, and even in this second episode, they've started to show more. So
Well, they showed you a helicopter and they showed you a radio.
They showed you a helicopter. They showed you
radio, and then they showed you the beekeeper.
Yeah, the beekeeper. They showed you the watch. There's a bunch of stuff.
Oh, so she's under Hydra's control is the idea?
I don't know.
Oh, no, I mean, I would, if I was going to postulate,
yeah,
I would imagine she's under Hydra's control
maybe,
right now.
But I mean, it's like they're giving us more and more clues with each episode so far. So I'm pretty confident that it's kind of like a scavenger hunt, which I'm really into. So it's just about like looking for clues and trying to figure it out. I mean,
the helicopter might be more meaningful later on as we get more of what happened leading up to the beginning of this particular show, meaning it's something that just hasn't revealed itself yet. The thing I was wondering about is, because she grew up in another country, right? And one thing that I've learned is that our shows, after they've lost momentum here and they're mostly forgotten or they're just not as popular anymore, they still have life overseas. I'm wondering if there's some minute chance that she was into these shows as a kid or something like that. Like after they were no longer popular over here, as popular, they were still popular overseas wherever she was. If that ties in at all.
Maybe. Who knows?
But it's just a guess.
Yeah, and like I wonder as well, like the people who are playing recurring characters in her dream, like if they are other people, you know, in real life.
Yeah, or like
at the risk
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, like at the risk of sounding stupid, who is it? Gwendolyn or something? Geraldine, her new friend who she put inside the closet. At first, I was like, oh. Is that Monica Rambeau? But then I'm like, am I gonna be stupid for saying that? I have no idea, you know? If they are just other characters in the Marvel universe that
Gotcha.
we know, you know?
Gotcha. Let's continue on. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you're watching this on Patreon, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and bell icon, all notifications. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Achara Kirk.
Peace out.